A lateral is an L-like consonant, in which the airstream proceeds along the sides of the tongue, but is blocked by the tongue from going through the middle of the mouth. Most commonly, the tip of the tongue makes contact with the upper teeth of the upper gum just behind the teeth. The most common laterals are approximants and belong to the class of liquids, though lateral fricatives and affricates are common in some parts of the world. The labiodental fricatives and often, perhaps usually, have lateral airflow, as the lip blocks the airflow in the center, but they are nonetheless not considered lateral consonants because no language makes a distinction between the two possibilities. Plosives are never lateral, although they may have lateral release, and a distinction is meaningless for nasals and for consonants articulated in the throat. Consonants are not necessarily lateral or central. Some, such as Japanese are not defined by centrality. Japanese varies allophonically between a central flap and a lateral flap. Examples: English has one lateral phoneme, the lateral approximant L, which in many accents has two allophones. One, found before vowels as in lady or fly, is called clear L. Pronounced is the alveolar lateral approximant with a neutral position of the body of the tongue. The other variant, so-called dark L, found before consonants or word finally, as in world.The, is pronounced is the velarized alveolar lateral approximant with the tongue assuming a spoon-like shape with its back part raised, which gives the sound a or like resonance. In some languages, like Albanian, those two sounds are different phonemes. East Slavic languages contrast but do not have. In many British accents, dark may undergo vocalization through the reduction and loss of contact between the tip of the tongue and the alveolar ridge, becoming a rounded back vowel or glide. This process turns tell into something like, "This must have happened with talk or walk at some stage." A similar process happened during the development of many other languages, including Brazilian Portuguese, Old French, and Polish. In all three of these resulting in or, when modern French sources compared with Spanish salsa, or Polish Wisla as compared with English Vistula. In Central and Venice dialects of Venetian, intervocalic L has turned into a semivocalic, so that the written word labala is pronounced. The orthography uses the letter L to represent this phoneme. Many Aboriginal Australian languages have a series of 3 or 4 lateral approximants, as do various dialects of Irish. Rarer lateral consonants include the retroflex laterals that can be found in many languages of India and in some Swedish dialects, and the voiceless alveolar lateral fricative L, found in many native North American languages, Welsh and Zulu, in Adiga and some Athabascan languages like Han. Both voiceless and voiced alveolar lateral fricatives occur, but there is no approximant. Many of these languages also have lateral affricates. Some languages have palatal alveolar voiceless lateral fricatives or affricates, such as Dahalo and Zulu, but the IPA has no symbols for these sounds. However, appropriate symbols are easy to make by adding a lateral fricative belt to the symbol for the corresponding lateral approximant. Failing that, a devoicing diacritic is added to the approximant. Nearly all languages with such lateral obstruents also have the approximant. However, there are a number of exceptions. Many of them are located in the Pacific Northwest area of the United States. For example, Tlingit has TL, 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 L, L, but no L. Other examples from the same area include New Chanold and Kootenai, and elsewhere, Chachi and Cambodian. Standard Tibetan has a voiceless lateral approximant, usually romanized as LH, as in the name Lhasa. A uvular lateral approximant has been reported to occur in some speakers of American English. Pashto has a retroflex lateral flap. There are a large number of lateral click consonants. 17 occur in XOO. Lateral trills are also possible, though they do not occur in any known language. They may be pronounced by initiating or with an especially forceful airflow. There is no symbol for them in the IPA. They are sometimes used to imitate bird calls, and are a component of Donald Duck talk. List of laterals. Approximants: dental lateral approximant, voiced alveolar lateral approximant, voiceless alveolar lateral approximant, retroflex lateral approximant, voiced palatal lateral approximant, voiceless palatal lateral approximant, velar lateral approximant, uvular lateral approximant, fricatives: voiceless dental lateral fricative, voiced dental lateral fricative, voiceless alveolar lateral fricative, voiced alveolar lateral fricative, voiceless retroflex lateral fricative, voiced retroflex lateral fricative, voiceless palatal lateral fricative, voiceless velar lateral fricative, voiced velar lateral fricative. Only the alveolar lateral fricatives have dedicated letters in the IPA. However, others appear in the XTPA. Affricates: voiceless alveolar lateral affricate, voiced alveolar lateral affricate, voiceless palatal lateral affricate, voiced palatal lateral affricate, voiceless velar lateral affricate, voiced velar lateral affricate. Flaps: alveolar lateral flap, voiceless alveolar lateral flap, retroflex lateral flap, voiceless retroflex lateral flap, palatal lateral flap, velar lateral flap. Adjective: alveolar lateral adjective fricative, alveolar lateral adjective affricate, palatal lateral adjective affricate, velar lateral adjective affricate, clicks: alveolar lateral clicks, etc. Ambiguous centrality. The IPA requires sounds to be defined as to centrality, as either central or lateral. However, languages may be ambiguous. For example, Japanese R varies among T and. Transcribing it as either a central flap or a lateral flap is therefore misleading. It is sometimes transcribed with an LR ligature, LR. Lateralized consonants. A superscript is defined as lateral release. Consonants may also be pronounced with simultaneous lateral and central airflow. This is well known from speech pathology with a lateral lisp. However, it also occurs in non-disordered speech in some Southern Arabic dialects and possibly some modern South Arabian languages, which have pharyngealized non-sibilant and possibly a sibilant. Examples are theta aim pain in the dialect of Al-Rubu and thah back and thab hyena in Rijal Alma. Old Arabic has been analyzed as having the emphatic central lateral fricatives t and